The dollar bill. We see it, earn it, and spend it every day. But when do we ever really look at it? Embedded in its design are mysterious images and ancient symbols.
There's a very distinctive emblem, an uncompleted pyramid with the all-seeing eye of Providence at the top.
But why are they there? And what do they mean?
America's secret destiny is concealed in those symbols. It's a civilization without a belief in God.
Conspiracy theorists believe that these elaborate images are part of a political and religious plot dating right back to the birth of our nation, involving not only the founding fathers, but also one of America's most revered presidents, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And right at the heart of that plot are the Freemasons.
Conspiracy is
Two-seated paranoia.
We
has many
What's
enemies.
going on behind the closed doors?
It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy theories.
What are the secrets of the dollar bill? A close look at the dollar bill reveals a complex design. It's loaded with images, images that have great symbolic significance. A pyramid, an all-seeing eye, an eagle, or is it a phoenix? What are they supposed to mean, and how did they get there? Conspiracy theories abound, fueled by radio phone-ins, contentious publications, even Hollywood blockbusters. But where does the truth lie? It all begins with this, the Great Seal, the official badge or coat of arms of America. It is this symbol that is known globally as the centerpiece of the dollar bill. And by understanding the seal, we can begin to decode the secrets hidden in the dollar's design.
Most people, of course, when they think of the Great Seal, they think of the obverse, or the front side. And that is an eagle with arrows, an olive branch, and six-pointed star above the eagle's head. And that basically was a symbol that most Americans accept as our seal.
But on the back of the dollar, there are two circular designs, because the original Great Seal was two-sided, like a coin, with a front and a back. The front side showed the now familiar American eagle, but the other side showed a much more mysterious image.
It's a totally different experience altogether. And there are symbols on it which aren't American. There are no pyramids in America.
But this pyramid was on the original two-sided design, which was created as the official seal of America.
For thousands of years, cultures and peoples and governments have used seals to formalize and authenticate documents and indicate ownership and provide security.
The seals were enormously important because they supposedly told you the origins of the nation and its meaning, and to others who got deeply into heraldry, its purpose.
Since its creation, the eagle side of the Great Seal has been an American icon. But the reverse side, showing the pyramid, is only ever seen on the back of the dollar bill. So why was it designed with two sides? And what do these images say about America's purpose? The Great Seal has evolved over time, but it is essentially based on an original design created by the Founding Fathers.
At the time of the American Revolution, the Declaration of Independence from Britain, the mother country, it was very important for the new nation to have its own identity embodied in a seal.
This seal had to serve as an emblem that would represent America to the rest of the world. The Founding Fathers knew it somehow had to symbolize the very values of the new country that they had fought for. On July 4th, 1776, a committee was formed to make the decision as to what the seal should be. In fact, it took 6 years and the work of 2 additional committees before a final version of the Great Seal, which adorns the dollar bill, was approved. But over the next 200 years, the Great Seal became the subject of continuing and increasing controversy, especially since it became the centerpiece of the design for the dollar bill. The suggestion is that there was a conspiracy, that the design committees were infiltrated by a secret society, the Freemasons.
Understand that the Masons are not working openly for their goals. They keep them secret. They put their symbols inside the seal so that only those who knew the secret could understand them.
So who are the Freemasons? Although their earliest origins are steeped in mystery, modern Freemasonry can be traced back to the secret societies of stonemasons who built the great cathedrals of Europe.
The Freemasons were formed originally for the same reason that any craft organization was formed, much as a labor union today.
But by the early 1700s in Europe, Masonry was regarded as much more than just a craft organization. It had developed what might be considered an alternative philosophy, celebrating the knowledge and ancient traditions of the stoneworkers through elaborate rituals and secret ceremonies.
Their basic philosophy is the brotherhood of man and the fatherhood of God. They are all inclusive. They were supposed to include all religions.
By invitation only, aristocrats and scientists began to join the Masons, keen to explore and discuss different beliefs and ideas in the safety of their private lodges or meeting places. And it was men like these who helped the spread of Freemasonry in America.
In the late 1700s, Freemasonry was a relatively elite organization, limited to the upper middle class in the United States. It was also one of the few organizations that transcended the colonial boundaries. Freemasonry was Freemasonry, whether it was in the colony of Massachusetts or the colony of South Carolina.
Freemasonry had become a secret society of educated and influential men, bound together in a brotherhood whose ties crossed all geographical boundaries and all religious divides. And there are some who believe that Freemasonry was and still is an alternative religion opposed to the traditional Christian faith.
Freemasonry is a secret organization that they claim is not secret but sacred. But it is secret. I can't go to their meetings, neither can you. Even the media can't go. So if they've got an evil purpose to change our civilization and we don't want to change it, they've got to conceal it.
Certainly in the War of Independence, Freemasonry brought together a disparate yet powerful network of men who played a vital role in the fight against the British.
Many of the prominent Americans during the Revolution were Freemasons. Certainly George Washington must count as one of the most prominent, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere, John Hancock. All of these men were Freemasons and very prominent in the Revolution.
Benjamin Franklin then became a member of the first committee who worked on the design of the Great Seal. He was joined by Thomas Jefferson, also believed to be a Mason, although no official confirmation of this has ever been found. The final member of this committee was John Adams, who later became the second president of the United States. They were assisted by a heraldic artist called du Cimetière.
Du Cimetière was able to provide actually 4 design elements that went into the final seal.
These were the date of independence, 1776, expressed in Roman numerals, a shield, the Latin motto, "From many one," and the Eye of Providence, which is claimed to be a Masonic symbol. However, it's very hard to establish just how much influence any Freemasons had on the Great Seal, particularly as it did take 2 more committees, each with their own artist, before the final design was approved.
One of the biggest problems in researching this area, and especially dealing with the Founding Fathers and the Great Seal, are many records have been burned and lost during the Revolution, deliberately, because the British decided they were going to eliminate as much of the secret societies that we had in the United States at that time.
The British feared the power of these societies